A story of Harry Eyre. A long time ago in 1950s, at the center of Malaba Forest, in the middle of nowhere, there lived a man called Harry Eyre, and his wife Pelvoria Eyre, with their two children Maata Eyre and Kezia Eyre. Harry's family lived a contented life. They loved hunting, gathering fruits, and enjoying their tribal clans' rituals and many more activities. Mr Harry Eyre was a dissatisfied man who loved women, and imbibing far too many pitchers of beer. One day Mr. Harry met a beautiful girl named Erin Brockovich at their local bar where he used to cool off with his friends. Miss Erin was intelligent, well-mannered, and charming in an old-fashioned dress. Mr. Harry was attracted by her height and decided that he wanted to marry her. That day he went home and told his wife about marrying a second wife, but she wasn't happy with his opinion. Unfortunately, Mr. Harry continued with his plans of marrying Miss Eyre. On their wedding day, Mrs. Pelvoria Eyre decided to stay at her destituted historical home with her two children. Mr. Harry was astounded by the crowd at his wedding. The sound from the guests was deafening. The party was full of wine and variety of food, which lasted for 2 days. After their wedding, Mr. Harry Eyre started living with Erin Eyre at their newly refurbished home. 1 year later, Mr. Harry waited for his wife, Erin Brockovich Eyre, to have a child, but all in vain. It wasn't happening. One day Mrs. Erin Eyre started feeling nauseated and queasy due to the sickness she secretly hid from Mr. Harry. Her heart thumped in her chest. She then called her husband, who had gone with his brother Madama Maya for hunting. They were far away, which took them 7 hours to reach home. When they entered inside the house, they found Mrs. Erin Eyre seated next to the bed. Her hands were shaking. She couldn't speak anymore. Her skin had already turned blue. Mr. Harry was in a complete shock. He curled into a fetal position, devastated and disappointed at the same time. Mrs. Erin Eyre was announced dead by Madama Ada. After the burial, Mr. Harry was left lonely and hopelessly laying on his bed in his house. A year later, Mr. Harry remembered his mistakes. He then decided to go back to his first family. The children were delighted to see their father back. He apologized to the man, told them all his mistakes he had done. They embraced him, made a special meal he used to like, and welcomed him back home with a cheerful song. Mr. Harry Eyre concluded saying that, "Never underestimate the blessing you have already got." Thank you for watching.